Welcome to Lava Land, Part 3, or something. Ish, I think. Oh. Blippi's that way. Oh. Yes, you are rather obvious, aren't you? You know what you look like is not anywhere near Goron City. Kind of near Goron City, I suppose, but it's like right here? There's one way to know exactly where it is. Right there. Goron City's right there. I don't know, I kind of get the feeling there might be a closer one around here or something, but I guess we'll see. I'm wondering how many I'm going to find around here. I've already done 2. One there, one there. I have, what, like 19 to go? So who knows how many of them are in this zone? Oh. Wait, what is that? Hello? Wait. I've seen you before. Are we gonna load things into these? I think we're gonna load things into these and I'm gonna fire off with them like that, just like we did before. And I'm gonna fire explosives at the lizard to disable it or something, or weaken it. We've done stuff like that in shrines before. That'll be interesting. The Bridge of ELDIN. Death Mountain marker number 8. Why are they numbered? Heat level 2. Non-Gorons turn back or burn. But I have level 2 resistance, so I'm good. Yeah, they were careful about this one. They knew you might have Rivalia's Gale, so they specifically made it so that this lava layer blows back to make sure you can't fly across this thing, because Rivalia's Gale would, and some of these cliffs would allow you to fly across. So they made very sure that the wind blows away in every direction. That's a nice touch. Don't want to sequence break too hard here, although when given the option, I love to. And whip, whip. Daka Koshine. Alright, I'm game. The first one I did was well. What was the first one I did here? I remember the greedy one, which was a ridiculous dodge the falling stuff. I actually don't remember the first one I did. I would recognize it probably, but I don't remember which one it was specifically out of the ones I've done. Stalled flight. Oh, ah. Okay, that made me jump. I was about to jump down towards that. I'm like, I wonder what those pressure plates do. They're not pressure plates. Look at it go. Is it moving around at all? It looks like it's moving off center, perhaps. Maybe not. It looks pretty centered, actually. Yeah, it's not moving around. That was just me moving around. That looked like its general location was changing a bit. Can I climb on you? Really? You look pretty climbable. You're all grody looking and stuff. Alright, well now I'm up here. What do you do? What? I did it! Woo! Hooray! I want this chest over here though. That was pretty easy. Alright, so... Oh. There we go. I want to be on top of you. And then when it flies up in the air, I need to go over there. Thank you! Rupees, please. Rupees or rubies, please. Hey! I got my wish. In the lamest way possible, but kind of still got it. Oh god. Oh, I still cleared it. Wow. My first instinct solved this thing. I didn't even look around that a while. I was just like, I think that this thing is causing that thing to open. And then I checked it out and it worked. Probably there's a connection happening up there. And that was the only chest, so we got it. Da-da-da-dan. We are running out of these. How crazy is that to think about? This playthrough is almost over. But it got longer. It got longer. Because what happened is the new DLC came out. Don't have it yet still, but it exists, and I'll have it at some point. That added the Heroes Trial thing, and the idea is that you have to, I don't know if it's 40 rooms or 45 rooms or something, but it's basically Eventide Isle all over again, where you have to complete a relatively extensive, I think, combat challenge. and you have to complete it when in a situation where the game sends you in naked, and you just have to find whatever items you can while you're doing the challenge, and just make do as you go, building up your equipment and weapons and maybe armor and clothes if they give them to you, and stuff like that. Which sounds like a really neat idea. Haven't decided when to do it yet. One thing is that it gives you a buff where I think... actually, I haven't looked at it too closely, but it's supposed to be a buff for your Master Sword. Where, I don't know which one it is. It either makes it so your Master Sword never breaks, or it makes it so your Master Sword's always in powered up mode. I think it's powered up mode. But I think powered up mode also makes your Master Sword hard to break, but supposedly it will eventually. So it makes it such a powerful weapon that's ever present and always usable, that just never goes away. So that's interesting of a choice. Seems like it would completely break the entire game's difficulty curve, but honestly, I think the difficulty curve is already kind of broken in this game, so I'm not really that against the idea of doing it. But on one hand, I feel like it might stall the series for a bit, so it's simultaneously tempting to ignore it for a while, beat the entire game, and then only do that after the entire game's completely done. I just wanted to break that because it was already about to be broken. So I might beat the entire story and then do that as a supplemental thing, as here's my attempts at the survival mode thing. And we just got put in some attempts, and I don't know how beatable it'll be for my skill set or not. Basically, with not knowing anything going in, but at least want to give it a shot. And that could be our post main playthrough series, perhaps. Yeah, between the extra level of breaking the game even more so than I already have by having just all these hearts, and then the additional level of how it might delay the ending, seems like it's something I might want to do afterwards. Because one way or another, I'm going to have to do stuff in this playthrough after the main story's over, because the other expansion is very far away from coming out. I don't even remember the release date, but I don't think it's anywhere nearby. Well, all the orange is going to make it really hard to spot shrines, I'll give you that much. Or at least harder. Makes the ones that I've already done stand out like crazy. They're glowing beacons of blue in this orange level. I'm gonna head back to Goron City. There's the shrine. Yeah, I figured there had to be one that was way closer. So that's already 4 just in this area alone. Ooh, minerals. I apologize for the diversion. I figure I'll poke around, try to do a bunch of shrines if I can find them, you know, based on how many I can find. And then we'll maybe do a couple of Goron quests, and then do the beast itself. And once I have the beast, I'll focus on finishing every shrine in the game, maybe pick 1 or 2 quests to do, and then we get ready to beat the game, I guess. Like, that's like how close we are, right? I mean, I could technically, like, sit here and quest almost forever. There's a lot of quests in this game, but it's just... a lot of them are like, oh, you click on those handful of things while exploring an area you've kind of been to already? Here's some rupees, yeah! Or here's a ruby, and stuff like that. So the quests themselves aren't necessarily always what I'm super into in this game, and getting 100% completion on them seems kind of extra pointless. Oh, that's the thing I want to do is, since I'll be looking for more shrines, I'll want to specifically explore swaths of land that I haven't even set foot in yet. That'll be one of my goals. I want to experience all the zones I haven't quite gotten to yet, which is why I still have those floating waypoints way down there, like that guy. It's like, that looks like a place I haven't seen yet, I think. So I just have a glowy bit there waiting for the day that I get around to it. Yeah, once I have all the guardian beasts, all of the shrines, all of the memories, and feel like I've been to every zone to poke around for a while, I think that's when I'm happy to move on, more or less. 100% quest completion sounds kind of insane in this game. I do that in other games, oftentimes, but there's a very major distinction in how quests are handled in this game versus other games, which is that oftentimes quests in other games are literally the thing you can do in the game, period. Like, this game is so much more than its quests. Where so many games are just quest games, and that's all you can do. And if you're not doing a quest, it's actually hard to think of any actions that you can actually perform in the game. Period. Whereas the quests in this game are almost like the afterthought element. And it's all the better for it. Which is not to say quests are bad, but it's just such a formula on how to make a game. That having a game that has so many other compelling explanations of what you should do from moment to moment, super refreshing. 18 to go. That heart meter is absurd. Things get extra funny when I think about the fact that, like, I think Wanderbot's playthrough of this game ended like 50 episodes ago by comparison. I want to say he made it to like the 70s, and his was over already. And other people probably beat it way faster too. But I've been into this. I've been enjoying specifically getting a lot out of this. I've got to hold on to it when a game like Zelda or Witcher comes out that I actually continue to want to stick around to this late in. It's basically the only motivating factor to be like, hey, I should wrap this up sooner or later, is just the feeling of, I kind of want to get to other games. This is a perpetual time sink that distracts me from other games, but that's about it. I hate nature. Whoa, Stone Smasher. Very high damage, crazy one too. Is it 58? Is that my highest damage weapon in my inventory right now? No, I have a 60. It's up there though. Definitely up there. Hello, friend. No! Oh, he took so long to attack me that I wasn't ready. Dang it. Were you shooting me? Oh. Did I kill him? Did I actually deflect the shot back at him and kill him? Was I able to do that without... Can I do that without actually trying to do the deflection? Yeah. Wow. Boy. Very effective anti-ancient one. Whatever they're called. I'm blanking right now. Very effective at destroying them, apparently. I don't even have to try. I just sit there and block and they'll blow themselves up. And they don't even realize what they're doing. But I need to get this spinning. That's interesting. Or at least I presumably need to get it spinning. We'll check upstairs to see if anything weird is going on up there that would help point how to do that. I don't know if this serves a purpose. There's like weird stairs and like T-Mobile bars and stuff. That might just be there for the sake of random chaotic visuals to that look neat. There's a chest waiting in there. No, that's a button. So I need to find a key somewhere. What have I done? Oh. Hi. That's weird how you just disappear like that without actually retracting. Burn for me. Burn for me. Now you're stuck. There's a lot going on around here. There appear to be a lot of steps going on. So you are not metal, I cannot power you that way. Huh. And that rotates that. Will it come back down the moment it stops spinning? I wonder. Answer is yes. Okay. Huh. This is a neat little detail. This one's got enough little weird little steps everywhere, it almost feels like an escape room or something. Not much in the form of puzzle solving though, because it's mostly just observation. Like, oh, that's over there. Alright, well clearly I do that. Oh yeah, there it goes. But that's a significant portion of the shrines are less puzzles and more observation tests. But hey, they require you to be engaged at the very least. Which is more than a lot of games demand of you, which is why I probably enjoy them so much. What I've always loved about Dark Souls is just that it requires you to always be paying attention, which is unfortunately not usually the case. Oh. I broke you. This is the awkwards. Huh. Wasn't expecting that, to be honest. Oops. Awkward. Try that again. Yeah! That's open. What is down there? Is it T-Mobile? Is that the room with the buttons, or is it the entrance, or... I had to have been down there already, I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, we got every chest here. On we go. This one's got a floating little ring over its hand. I almost feel bad for how much I skipped these. I think they say slightly different things. I think they've got to be repeating messages, but I don't think they all have the same message. I think there's like a cycle of a handful of them. And I do like that they actually changed the appearance of the little monks. They have little random elements, like this guy, they have a little gesture. That was one of the more obvious ones of being different, is that he had a ring that was floating over his hand. Some of them have different clothes and headdresses. Little details that are nice. They probably made a character creator just for that. I've heard that how the shrines were made is that different staff members contributed puzzle ideas over the course of the entire staff, and basically everybody made a puzzle. So I wouldn't be surprised if they made a character creator for the monks, and then the staff that made the puzzle also made the particular monk for that. That kind of makes sense, even if it wasn't the way. Oh, that's a hand. Yep. There's a Goron-shaped rock figure here. That's crazy. Well, I wouldn't be surprised if that was how that was made, but who knows. Whoa, it's a Hylian. That's unexpected. What are you doing here, little guy? There's only an abandoned tunnel mine past, there's only an abandoned mine past this point. That and lots of monsters. In other words, it's dangerous. Alright. Do you know anyone named Sun? No particular reason. Nothing comes out of them. Got a double dose of broken items. And nothing past this point but a mine and some monsters. Oh, there they are. Alright, well I see how... You chose poorly. Oh, I should have let it sit there and it would have cooked. Cook for me, innards. Cook. Oh, it just explodes. Well, that doesn't make it very edible. The abandoned North Mine. Ooh, what have we here? Is your name Sun? Drac. Oh, Drac. Oh, the Krogan race thing not work out? Yeesh, what's going on today? So many people out and about. You should know it gets much hotter past here. There's also lots of monsters. It's really dangerous. I'm gonna need those TPS reports. Yeah. Who are you? Oh, me? They call me Drac. Ever since Divine Beast Valrodanya showed up, there's a ton of lava. It's way too hot now, and there are monsters around too. No, I should be thinking less Office Space and more Captain Cold from the Flash show, actually, which is played by the guy from Prison Break. Boss keeps watch over this area, but he can only do so much. He's like my favorite character on that show, which is really frustrating because he's not in the last season. So, you need something else? Where am I? This is the abandoned North Mine. Oh, and this is a little ditty we all used to sing as we worked. Ammo goes boom till ore fills the room. Gather said ore for rupees galore. Dig all the day to get the good pay. Yeah, this is a famous mine, my man. Or it was, until Divine Beast Valradunya showed up. Now it's way too hot. There's tons more lava and all kinds of monsters out and about. It's so dangerous. We can't dig here anymore. So, you need something else? Bye-bye. Goodbye. I'm going past you now. Bye. Tell me more about how dangerous it is. Tell me more. Tell me about the danger, Captain Cold. Oh, money came out. The secret is to beat them. Abandoned North Mine. No unauthorized access. Oh yeah, it sucks here. Everything's just lava. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna find much here. There's one of those things though. That is a cannon. So I'm guessing there's gonna be a quest where they want you to activate the cannons to shoot at, maybe to shoot at the lizard. Or something along those lines. The, Va Rudanya. Which sounds like swearing in Russian or something. Was it Vaspadonia or something? I don't know. It's hard to pick up on stuff spoken in someone else's language because they have completely different phonetics usually. It really messes with your ability to understand, recreate what they're saying. Pick it up before it cooks because apparently they just disappear. There we go. This probably just loops right back into town. Well, this is a neat area. I just like looking around here. There's a cool verticality and texture to it all, and all the there's all these structures in every direction, which is neat. I think this is the, yeah, this is the bridge I jumped off because I was dying, and I'm like, help, help. And then I did that. Oh, this is another. That's not a cannon. That's a trolley thing. Those weird details. Oh. I guess they didn't need that anyway. Bye. Bye. I'm sure it'll respawn. This game does not maintain a persistent record of the world, really. Ow. Be gone with ye. Bye-bye. It was nice knowing you. Oh. It's staying persistent. It's not actually going away. I thought it would just cook. I'm obstructing traffic. Enjoy that, Gorons. Even though, of course, the Gorons are like the size of that thing and could just pick it up, probably. No, not you. I'm amused by the idea that even when you're in a lava area, when everything's volcanoes and nonsense, you still, you still need to approach one of those spots if you want to rest. There we go. You still have to go visit a fire to rest, even though the whole point of fire is to keep you warm in a cold area overnight. But like here, we're just hanging out in a lava land where it's so hot we have to protect ourselves. Were they playing I think they were playing tic-tac-toe with these rocks. It definitely would appear that's to be the case. This. Why is this so familiar? What does this remind me of? World of Warcraft. Yeah. Oh, this is super evocative of stuff like the Burning Steppes and Orgrimmar and a bunch of World of Warcraft locations. That's why it seems so weirdly familiar to me. Because I played World of Warcraft for years. Too long. No one should do that. Don't do that. That's why this place seems so ridiculously familiar to me. Drat, that blasted Rodania. What's wrong? With Rodania running wild recently, Death Mountain's eruptions have gotten real bad. Don't you see Rodania stomping around up there on the mountain? They say that 100 years ago it actually used to protect our people from harm. But that was then, and this is now. Now all it does is mess up our mining operations. We're still suffering because it's stopping us from doing business. I can't tell you how many times we've had to use the cannon to chase off that fiend. But it always comes back. Always back. Made the worst noise in my headphones. I didn't want to hear that. Are you okay? It's just some back pain. Wait, who are you? I'm a traveler. Why don't I introduce myself as the chosen one ever? I see. So then, you came all this way to pay your respects to me. I like you already, brother. Well, My name's Bluto. I'm the great Goron boss who's fearsome enough to silence a crying child, or to make a silenced child cry, either way. That's not a nice thing to do. Like, either of those things, really. Yes, it is none other than I, Bluto. I was planning to drive off Redania like I always do, but then this blasted pain in my back flared up out of nowhere. That blasted Unobo. When will he return? Who's Unobo? Unobo's a young Goron who helps me drive off Redania. He went to grab some painkillers for my back from the abandoned North Mine, but he hasn't come back yet. Slacker. I bet he's off somewhere wasting time. Hey, if you happen to see Unobo, will you let him know I'm looking for him? I don't like that sound. I don't like that sound at all. Blah. So that's the main objective. There we go. Here. Link! The blood moon rises, Link! Link! That looks really cool in this location, actually. It's too bad that this cutscene doesn't reflect where you are. At all.
Blood moon rises
Oh, I
again.
couldn't skip it this time. Weird.
Please be careful.
Yeah, it's always the same scene, unfortunately. I say unfortunately because when I looked up and the sky looked like that was a really cool looking visual for this particular aesthetic of this location. So having it show a bunch of different locations around here with respawning enemies would be pretty cool looking. This is his throne room, apparently. Is he he's leader of all the Goron, right? That seems to be the implication. These cairns. If he's the leader, then it's pretty badass that the leader just single-handedly drives off the enemy. Hi! It's one of these guys. I don't think I'm even close to leveling up yet, am I? Or I mean, at least I'm not there yet. I have one to go. Not that far off, but we're not there. Not a yahaha at all. There was no reason for that one to be it, because there's nothing special about that location. There's the same dude as Barrel. Evening. Moon's nice and clear tonight. By the way, what are you doing here? Do you know Unobo? What's a hireling like you doing trying to sniff out Unobo? The boss asked. Huh? The boss asked you to? Well, if the boss sent you, I have no choice but to cooperate. If you're looking for Unobo, he went to the abandoned North Mine. It's cause Redania's back again. I bet he's trying to help fix up the boss's back so they can drive back that awful beast just like always. Who are you? No matter how you slice it, I am Bargo of the Gorons. Ever since that big lizard appeared on Death Mountain, there have been lots of monsters in the area. I'm here to make sure they don't come anywhere near us. I'm lost. Well, if you're not used to this area, it's easy to lose your way. When that happens, try finding a spot that's high up to scope things out. Bye-bye. Goodbye. Everyone's so friendly around here. Not like that. Oh, hello. Oh, it's not gonna make me go any higher. Everyone's so nice around here compared to that crappy Zora zone where everyone was terrible to me all the time, or at least a number of them were. There's just sleeping kids everywhere. Huh? I can take this heat. I was curious. He's all like, don't climb that. Look at his face. Even he's like, what are you doing? Are you insane? That's a great reaction. They set up NPCs to react to that exact scenario of you climbing on top of the barbecue. There's so many little details, like that one time that the Zora Prince eyes like went from looking at me to like staring straight ahead, deep in thought. Like that, there's great moments like that throughout the game, where you just realize how much attention to detail is just jammed into this title. So after doing a second lab, I think I have been everywhere on some level. I don't think I'm in any particular hurry to buy stuff around here. But it's another place to keep in mind if I'm looking for recipes and whatnot. Yeah, I think I've been to every building, and I think I've checked generally for quest markers. So yeah, at this point I think it is time to head up. Where was that spot? Above here. Oh, this path. Yeah, I think it is actually time to try to head to the mine now. Figure out where the heck Mr. Yeah, it looks like we're going to be talking to the same NPC we talked to earlier, but this time looking for an update about this character that's missing, and we'll move on from there. And I think I'm going to go down the path of, you know, taking care of the Varadanya situation. And that way, this whole place will be safer on some level, and then I can go back into looking for any... Oops. And... Boop. I can go back into looking for any, shrines and stuff that are around here with what may be a safer overall world setup at that point. Because generally, it seems like these places either become more traversable or more safe on some level every time you clear out their monster. Except the birds. I don't think the bird one was doing anything to me, actually. I don't think.